Hello guys, the RJB here and welcome to episode 14 of All the Mods 8. In today's episode, we're going to autocraft the things needed to autocraft with applied energistics. Hope you're ready. Okay, so like I said in the intro, we're going to start autocrafting the things needed to make like other autocrafting things and applied energistics. And the reason is since last episode we made the Patrick Star, I started looking at some of the things that you need. I picked these two because they seem the easiest, but there's a lot of stuff that you would want to, maybe autocraft. Like you maybe want to autocraft those and like maybe autocraft some of this stuff. So I figured the best way to start autocrafting is to build the stuff that you need for autocrafting. So that's what we're going to do today. But real quick, I started working on the base more. I got rid of the boxiness down here and just kind of roofed it off a little bit. It makes the entrance look a little bit more interesting to me. I put staircases going up. And down here, I think I'm going to do a create train just because it would be cool. Don't know what it would do or where it would go. We might make another base somewhere because I know we need a lot of space now. And I did not know how much space we would need to do the things. So we might have mod-specific bases and just have a train to go to them just for like fun purposes or whatever. But today what we're going to do is we're going to work on this automation. So I went ahead and moved my controller from over there back over here because we don't really need it over there. Just a quick recap, I moved the energizing orb inside or from the mine dimension to here just so it's more accessible. And I was looking into getting a chunk destroyer. So I got the workbench plus, but I'm not doing that yet because it's a lot of crafting. But we'll probably do that at some point. But what we need to do to start auto crafting this stuff is, for example, we need something like a 256 crate crafting storage. We don't want to sit here and craft all this by ourselves. So the hardest or the part that needs to be crafted is these processors. So I want to start today by setting up those. So we're going to need a processing unit or whatever. Isn't that what it's called? I don't know what it's called as a assembled unit, but it's basically a crafting storage. A crafting unit, which I don't know is required or not, but I always put it because I like the way it looks, kind of. And then a co-processing unit, which you can add more of all this stuff, I think, and it'll be a multi-block type thing. We got it next to our controller directly, so it's hooked to the system. And the other thing we needed, see you later, torch. Oh, we kind of need a torch, though. Small crisis. We'll put it there. We need to put this thing. It's called a ME pattern encoder. So we need actually ME patterns, which I forgot to make, but that's okay. We'll make 6, looks like a good number. Also put everything for applied energistics in here already. We're probably gonna start migrating stuff to this in a bit, but not yet. So the next thing you need is a molecular assembler. I'm sure it doesn't matter if it's touching this, it should be fine. And a pattern provider. So now what we will do is we will, we'll go and find something that we need. So this, for example, I will do this. Okay. So we need a gold mixer printed logic circuit. I'm just going to demonstrate how this works. So you get that and then you go back. So what did we just do? Gold. So let's get gold and then let's go. Okay. So now we want to say that a logic processor needs that printed circuit we just made, a redstone and a printed silicon. Boom. Now we also need to, we also need to get the silicone. So we can go, boom. We can take the pattern thing off. I'll talk about that later, why. Okay. So now what you do is you go to, actually, we don't even need that. We need this. You go to this. Now this is an advanced inscriber from AE2 things. So it's a little different, but basically what we're going to do is that. And for this demonstration, because I'm just going to demonstrate it and then I'll set it up more proper, I guess is the way I would say it. We want to get our logic. We're just going to do it a little manual for right now. So we'll put our logic in there. And basically what we'll have is we'll have one of these for each type of silicon that needs to be made. So one for each press. And then we'll have one to make the final products. And the press, like this, will just stay into each one. So then we'll have it set up. I don't know if that's the most efficient way to do it, but it seems like an easy way to do it, kind of. So that's how we're going to do it. So just to demonstrate, we put the logic one in there. So now we can go 10, next, start. And if we check this, we can see that it's crafting. And if we look in here, it's crafting them. And then it sent it right back to the system, which I didn't actually know it did originally. I didn't know it sent it back to the system, but that's pretty cool that it does. And boom, now we have 10 logic ones. So now say we had another inscriber that had the silicone in it. We would do the same thing. We would go craft. We need 10 of these. Next, start. And we can come over here, same thing. It's crafting them. And it's doing that. Now, just a little tip. If you have multiple things set up, multiple of these, it will only do one crafting process at a time per one of these that you have set up. So you'll need one of these for each inscriber if you want it to do all four at the same time. You'll need at least 4 of these. I guess 5, no, 4. Yeah, 4. So just know that. But you'll need a bunch of these. And you can, like I said, you can add more co-processing units. And basically what adding more more of these, the co-processing unit does, is if you have, how you craft like normal crafting recipes is you have these set up and you have a molecular or a pattern provider next to it. So just to demonstrate, you'll have it next to it like this. And basically what you would want to do is put one of these molecular assemblers on every side of this pattern provider. And if a recipe, you start it and the tower that it picks to use, which you can select towers, but the one it uses, if it has 6 co-processing units, it'll use all 6 molecular assemblers to craft that thing, which later game recipes, you'll want to do that because it'll be faster. Otherwise, it'll do one part of the recipe at a time, and that will not be enjoyable. I promise you that. So next, oh, actually, we can just put our torch back there. Boom. So next, what we'll do is I'll go in here and I'll take this press out. And just to demonstrate the last little part, we can go here, we can make 10. It has all the stuff. And then, boom, it makes them. And they're back in the system. And we have 10 logic processors, just like that. So now, the way it would work is if you had 3 different ones set up, so you had the one for the silicone, one for the logic processor, and one to make the final product, which are these, then you would be able to click on this, click how many ever you want to make, and it'll do all of the stuff. So it'll make the printed, it'll make the logic circuits, and then it'll craft them together to make the processor. So that's very basic explanation, I guess you would say, of this. So what I'm going to do real quick is go away and I'm going to make enough stuff to make, I guess 4 more of these or 3 more of these, I guess is how many I would need. Obviously, I got to make more of these inscribers. So I need to make 4 more of these, 4 more of these. And then I'll set it up. I'm not sure if I'll set it up at this base or move this to the new base. I'll probably set it up here for now because it would be a long process to move all this. So I'm going to do that real quick, make all the things and stuff, and then I'll be right back to show you it working in its full potential. See you then. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I've got this set up very temporarily. This will probably be like how it's laid out in the base over there, but it's not gonna stay right here. But in the finished product, I think I would have this one right here, but I didn't want to crowd it in here any more than it already is. But anyway, what is set up is we have silicone, so I have the silicone processor, and it's like that for all of them. So we have logic, engineering, calculation, and then this one has the final processing for all of them. To have enough channels from AE over there, I had to run the dense cable, which is, cool. It's really expensive to make, but I ran it to right there, wherever it comes in, right there, and then I split it off, and it makes enough channels, so it's good. I've already tested this, so that's how I knew I needed to run the dense cables. Let's craft up. Let's just, for instance, say, nope, not that. That's not what I want. Say we want 10 of these. Start. Now it's probably going to be unbelievably slow because there's no speed upgrades, but we're going to automate that next. So what it's doing is it's crafting the Certus quartz crystals into the things for the processor. Now, as you'll notice, let's find which one it put it in. It put it in this one. See, it is not craft. Oh, is it crafting them? Okay, you can see it is crafting this and this. I did not know if it would or not, considering it only has one co-processing unit, but it appears that it is. I'm assuming that is because it's the molecular assembler that's doing the crafting, not necessarily this thing. So it's crafting both, and then after it finishes that, okay, so see, that's probably what it's doing. It's not starting the next step. Where is it starting the next step? Oh, it is. Okay, so I was under the assumption that since I only had one, it would only do, so like it's in here, it would only do this, and then it would do this, and then it would do this, but it appears to be doing it all at the same time. So that is actually good to know. And then if we come check over here, we have 10. So now what's the good thing about that is I set this one up, And I put the things, so obviously we're going to want crafting patterns to be automated. So I've done that. And then the crafting, uh, what are these called? The like upgrades or whatever they're called. So what we're going to want to do is go up in here and go to acceleration cards. And we're going to want 20, I believe. So it should have everything it needs to make them. Then let's run over here. I like watching it. Let's find which one it put it in. It's probably always going to put it in this one because it's the closest. So it's scheduled. And then if we see, it's crafting them in here. So if I had 6 of these and that thing had 6 co-processing units, I believe that's how it works. It would be using all of them and it would be faster. And you can also put speed upgrades in this. But that was actually very quick. And we don't really need speed upgrades in that yet. So now what we can do is come over here and speed every single one of these up. And now this will be super fast for us. And this one already had 5 from where I had 5 before. So that is the basics of what we're going to need to continue expanding our thing. Now, the next thing I want to do, now that we have the basics of auto crafting set up, is I want to set up the process to get us storage cells. But I don't want to do these storage cells. I want to do these. I've just noticed these are more like the refined storage ones, where it doesn't have a limit of items. So basically, if I go find, and I'm just gonna do 256 cells because I don't think we're gonna need like the cells that can hold millions and millions. We'll just have more drives. But where's the normal cells? The normal cells is, well, we can just look at this one. So this is a ME item storage cell. It has 256,000 items it can hold, but it can only hold 63 types. Whereas this one can hold 256,000 items, but it doesn't have a limit on types. So that's what we're going to make. We're going to teach it to craft anyway. Now, if I look at it, where did it go? It has disappeared. I do know it needs netherite, which, that's not a problem. So we're going to just put it over here so we can find it. So here's the recipe. It uses the same storage component. So if we just check this, it can make the fluid, the next tier, the 100, whatever. And it can make the one we already have, which is this one, iron and redstone and stuff. Or it can make this one. So what we're going to want to do is come up here, click on this, teach it that, boom. So now, okay, so we say, okay, we know what we need. Now we need to go and work down through the tiers like this. And what you'll do is you'll just keep clicking stuff and teaching it. Now it will do stuff that you don't have, as you saw with the netherite ingots. We don't have netherite ingots in here, but it'll automatically fill this. You just, you can't actually craft it until you have the item. So that's how you can set up your auto crafting, and then kind of like go through, try to auto craft something, see what you're missing, and then work backwards like that if you really want to. But that's how we'll do this. And then like I said, we'll just take and put all these in here. We'll do them in order. All right. And now this is full. So if we try to craft one of these, we can see what we're missing. We're missing now. It looks like the only thing we're missing is skystone, amethyst shard, and netherite. So skystone dust. We can use an inscriber to turn skystone into skystone dust. That's probably not a bad idea. Let's do that. So let's take skystone. We'll just run over here and put it in an inscriber. We'll do it with this inscriber, I guess. It should be able to handle that. Later on, we'll have it have its own inscriber, but for right now, it's fine. Okay, so we'll put that and that. Okay, so what you got to do is change it to a processing pattern. And then this will be the first process. It says it in the tooltip, but it's like primary, secondary, and secondary. So you want to put that there. Oh, we do not have any more patterns. And this is why we automate stuff. So we'll make 10, next, start. Now, we do not have all our raw resources in here yet. So it's obviously going to be some stuff missing. Okay, so now if we go put this in here, I'm trying to do this like a tutorial. Hope you guys enjoy this. And I might even put timestamps on this video if I can find out how to do that. Next, so now we're just missing an amethyst shard and some 2 netherite ingots. I would teach you how to make netherite ingots, but that is full already. So we'll just come up here. Do we have any? Yeah, we have exactly 2, and we have an amethyst shard. So we'll make a few more netherite ingots, I guess. We'll just take our gold, boom, our netherite scrap, and we'll make, I guess we're making a stack of ingots. Cool. So now we should be actually able to say 2. Okay, so we're going to be missing silicone. So we won't get greedy. We'll just make 1. Next. So it says no crafting CPUs are available. Okay, so now why this is a thing is, you see it says 2083 bytes used. Now, if you remember, this only 1K bytes. So what we can do temporarily, I believe, is do this. And we'll take and put 2 of these towers together. But basically what you would want to do is you would want to have a higher tier storage. That's why I'm planning on making the 256K. Because, you know, by the time we get to the things that are going to need that many items in one craft, you know, we'll have other stuff set up. So now if I go next, you see that it has, I don't know why it says none are available, but, oh, 1K plus 1K is only 2K. So we're a little under. So we got to combine 3 of them real quick. I know math. Okay, so that should be large enough unless I have no idea what I'm doing. Then I'll have to cut and figure it out. But see, there we go. So it's going to be on automatic. The storage of that one is 3072, and it has 3 co-processors. And it's the same one as if you put it on automatic. You can make it use the one you want if you want to do it that way. Now, as we can see, boom. There it is. It's going to be crafting all the stuff. I'm going crazy with it. Going absolutely crazy. This is going to probably take a while because it's got to use this, and I haven't made any acceleration stuff for it. So it's definitely going to take a while. I'm just going to leave this screen up, and we'll time lapse it so you guys can see the stuff ticking away, and then I'll come right back. All right, and that's that done. I was going to eat some oranges while I waited, but it went faster than I thought it was going to. And there we are. 256K ME disk drive. Boom. Now we have like 600,000. No, hold up. 500. Yeah, 500,000 items we can store. So what I'll do is I'm going to go and transfer some of the stuff. Not this kind of stuff, but like, you know, random stuff like this. And obviously our other ingots and this stuff. Also, we have a lot of aluminium now, so that's cool. Stuff like this. I'll probably transfer a lot of the stuff. We'll leave some in here. Like this will probably stay in here. We'll probably leave that in there for right now. Stuff like that. But I'm gonna go transfer all the items into the storage that I think should be in there, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So as you can see, we took a lot of the chests down, moved them down there. We put these shards in the drawers. We also, if I get my linking thing out, we've connected all the drawers up here. Ooh, the FPS does not like that. We left some things out, like all this stuff, the apotheosis stuff, and some random stuff. And then we took all the backpacks down, emptied them out, put them in there. Just moved my little drawer thing, moved some stuff around. We also left the books, that random stuff, all this stuff, and all this stuff. Get that backpack out. So we cleaned up here, and then we went and I took all the stuff out of here, and I moved the energizing orb and this thing, the workbench, over here. I don't know why that's there. And then I moved everything that was over there over here. I put the 2 molecular, whatever these things are called. And it's full of patterns. Both of them are full. So I've made it so it can craft this stuff. And I temporarily put this one like this again, so we can do big crafts. But after I do a big craft, I'm going to move this one and this one here, and we're going to set up a new one. So basically what I did was I taught it how to make this, and we can make one. That's why I made the big thing. So it should be making it right now. Quick time lapse. Here we go.
Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good. You look great. I like you. I can't wait. A first time.
Okay. I'm going to assume I time-lapsed that and didn't cut it out, but anywho. So if we go over here, we now have one of those. So now we just need a crafting. So we need a co-crafting unit. Next, we should be able to make one of those. Start. And a regular crafting unit. Start. Okay. And okay. So now we should be able to come over here, break all of this. Oh, and also, I almost forgot. I moved everything that was up here down here. So here's the little setup. That's how small it can be. I didn't know that. And then here's, we're making those things. What are they called? The singularities. I don't know how many we're going to need, but it's really easy to make. You just do a sink, and it just, water is infinite. So I moved everything down here, and I rearranged the pipes and the walls to be like out of the way of the room. And right here is power coming in. That's powering the base, and we're just sending this power to the storage matrix thing right out of it. So that's how we're doing it. And I also connected this drawer to the storage system. We have 818,000 of those things, so I don't even know if we're gonna need that many, but we got them. So now we're just gonna come back in here, and we can break that now, and we'll hook that up, and then we'll get these, and then we can go boom, boom. So those are back how they're supposed to be. We can now add this because we don't need to go back there no more. And another thing I just thought of, did I make a, no, I didn't. Okay, we probably don't need a pattern for this. Okay, so we need, okay. Hold up. Let's just make patterns. So basically what this thing will allow us to do is it'll allow us to, what's it called? It'll allow us to see into those storage drawers because we obviously can't see into them anymore. Because, I don't know if we know how to make this. Wow. Okay. So we're probably going to need to take, we'll take these out for right now. So boom, boom, boom. So now we should be able to make a, oh, did we not teach you how to make the pattern thing? What the heck? What did we teach you how to make then? Hold up. Oh, we taught you how to make only up to the crafting terminal. Got you. Crafting terminal. So we can, what the fuck? I just taught you how to make, okay, so it needs a bright illuminated panel. Oh, for the recipe I gave it, it does. Holy. So we'll just start. We'll change the recipe. I didn't realize that they were different. I don't even, okay. Now we should be able to make that real quick. And then we should be able to craft one of these. Bow. So what this allows us to do is, did I just make the wrong thing? I did. I hate that. That is not what we need. We do not need, we need a pattern access terminal. So we need a molecular, no, we need a, what is it called? A pattern? That makes sense. Dude, that's a way better recipe. Oh, it was a quest, cool. Okay, so what this does is it allows you to see in your molecular assemblers. And you can move recipes around and stuff. So we'll take these out. And we'll put these in. Okay, and now to get rid of recipes, you can just do this. I don't think we'll need these. If we do later, I'll just recraft them. And that is basically that. So now we don't need to be able to see in these anymore. As you see, I put those recipes back in there. And we've made acceleration cards for all of them. Now what we can do is find somewhere that it'll look nice. Sure, right here looks nice. And we can get this stuff. And boom. Now this will be what does all of our large crafts because it has a 256K storage. Crafting storage on it. So any large crafts that we do from now on will just simply go into that. And that's it. That's basically our applied logistics setup for now. So how we will expand our storage is we will make more of those pattern terminals just as soon as we sleep. So as far as I know, the only way to expand our crafting stuff is to keep making these. And this, like, I think is the most efficient. Usually I do a cube where I put those and I alternate it in the corners or whatever. But we'll see. But basically you just keep doing this and then you keep making the recipes. You just go in here, whatever recipe you want, you just click it, and then you can shift click it in there, even if you don't have the stuff. And that's basically how you set up AE2 auto crafting. So from now on, what I'll do is I'll just expand our auto crafting. I most likely won't show making recipes and expanding this because it's basically all the same, and we already set up the infrastructure to just do it automatically, basically. I think what we'll do is we go to the new base. We'll have to find somewhere. I'm realizing how small the space is compared to how much space you need. So I don't want to do it down here. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do down here. I'm thinking of doing another one of these over here and having the Patrick stars over here and the Automod stars over there, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Apparently I'm eating something that poisons me, so that's not the best. But I haven't decided yet, like I said, of what we're gonna do with these lower 2 floors. So I might be able to set AE2 up over here. I was looking for somewhere else in the base to put it. I was thinking here, but this is like only a few blocks from the outside if I go into free camp, as you can see. So I can't do it there, and I can't do it here because we're building a big reactor at some point. We might do it next episode, or we'll do it sometime soon. We gotta do a big reactor, make some more power. I'm not sure how much more power it'll make, but we're gonna do 11 by 11 by 11. So I can't do it there. Gonna have our trophies here. This room's basically useless. I do want to have a panel here so we can access it, even though we're probably gonna have the wireless. And then up here is bees, so I gotta find out what I'm eating that's poisoning me, but oh well. So there's really nowhere to do it. I don't know, unless we do it out in the open. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's basically it for this episode. Like I said, I'll just you know, expand this somehow over time. I might even just dig below us where we are now and just dig a big open area and place these. But like I said, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you maybe learned something about AE2. I sure did, and I played around with Test World a lot, and I still am learning stuff. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have episode every week, hopefully. And anyway, until next time, take it easy.